I really need your help. I really want your guidance on this. From day one, I have tried with all of my might not to politicize this worldwide pandemic. I have tried not to say, look at the Democrat, look at the Republicans. I mean, we're in an election year. The Democrats are going to try to exploit everything they can to win. I don't know, maybe Republicans will too. But when you see the dramatic difference between Democrat leadership and Republican leadership, what do you make of it? Will it matter on November 3rd? Are Americans paying close enough attention? When you hear these numbers about Florida, 4% of construction workers in the state of Florida, where I live, lost their jobs. 41% of construction workers in the state of New York were ordered to lose their jobs. 11% of construction workers in the state of Illinois have lost their jobs as a result of the lockdown. So I really want your take on the way red states like Florida and Georgia and Texas and Arkansas have reacted to this versus states like Illinois, New York, New Jersey, California. I mean, what do you think a construction worker in New York City is going through right now? Where do they go to start getting income? What about a construction worker in the state of Illinois or Jersey? And honest to goodness, I'm reluctant to have this conversation, but I want to spend 10 minutes talking with you about this Wall Street Journal editorial entitled "The Blue State Lockdown Blues." I was in downtown Greenville, South Carolina over the weekend. There were people out walking around, many with masks, many without. I was in St. Petersburg, Florida, the other day, walking around the district there as I'm learning my new adopted state of Florida. People out, the beaches, not so crowded yesterday because of the cloudy conditions here in Florida. People are out. People are living their lives. People have an attitude, and I saw it as you probably did on the media interviews. NBC, look at the people on the tubes. Look at the Lake of the Ozarks. And there was a lot of people, I admit. There are people crammed together in a little swimming pool. And I guess we're going to find out if there's going to be a spike for those people. But the people that were interviewed said, you know what? I hope I don't get it. If I get it, it's on me. I saw one kid say, hey, if you're afraid of catching something, stay home. That's the mindset right now. And maybe it's a mindset in a red state, but it sure isn't the mindset of the Democrat leadership in cities like Chicago or New York City or Los Angeles or Detroit. 800-655-MIKE. 22 minutes before the hour. Portions of our show are brought to you by Balance of Nature, and I so enjoy telling you about how important it is to get your fruits and vegetables into your system. If you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, have I got the answer for you? Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in capsule form. These aren't ordinary vitamins made with synthetics. When Dr. Howard was in our building, a year or two ago, whatever it was, I chased them down. I think they thought I was a stalker. I said, Dr. Howard, I love your product. Thank you for letting me get 10 servings of whole fruits and veggies into my system. A daily dose of Balance of Nature vegetarian capsules contains 10 servings of 31 different fruits and vegetables. You're going to get tens of thousands of vital nutrients from 100% whole food plants, fruits, and vegetables. That's all it is. Don't hold off. Right now, they're offering free shipping and 35% off any new preferred order. Start your journey to better health with Balance of Nature with me. Call today, 800-246-8751, 800-246-8751, or go to balanceofnature.com. Be sure to use the promo code MikeG. Here's Todd. Hey, Todd, thanks for joining us. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Mike.
Good.
Nice to talk to you. I'm in central Illinois, about 200 miles south of the magic governor who keeps restricting us from having any kind of liberty or life whatsoever, it seems like some days.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
I've
what do you make
noticed,
of it?
what I make of it is most of the people down here are tired of it, discouraged, and ignoring a lot of the quote-unquote social distancing. I prefer to call it physical distancing. And
Yeah.
the thing with two people in a boat, it doesn't matter how big the boat is, well, they're ignoring it. We're all ignoring most of it. And we're pretty tired of being controlled by the 4 counties up there. And that's how it goes.
All right, Todd, let's see what others think. I appreciate it. 800-655-MIKE. Mark, you're next. Hi, Mark.
Yes, sir, Mike.
Hey.
I live here in North Little Rock in Arkansas,
Yes, sir.
and I have a position of leadership here at the church where my wife and I attend. I'm the facilities director here at the church, and my wife and I are also on the board of a small private school where our 4 kids attend in West Little Rock. And because of the position that I'm in with both of these places, I've had to deal with how we're going to handle the COVID-19 response. And initially, right before spring break in the middle of March, our school decided that we were going to shut down, have homeschooling. We're thankfully a small school, and we are a university model where our kids are at home more often than what a traditional school would be. And so we were able to handle that. And thankfully, we were able to do that through the rest of the school year. And here at the church, we had already been streaming our services online, and so that was something where we just told our congregation that we're just going to do this, and we're tentatively.
So where, if I may ask here, Mark, where are you now in terms of the congregation and in-person worshiping?
Well, we haven't had in-person worshiping since we decided to shut down.
Right.
We only let the people who run the media and those who lead worship and who are presenting the sermon.
So complete online worship. So, but do you see do you anticipate when you'll open your doors again to have worshipers return to church?
Yes, sir. We have a tentative date of June 21st. We're going to do a dry run on June 14th to just kind of run through. Yes, sir.
Sure.
And that's up in the air, but we're.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, of course it is, Mark. And there's so much that's up in the air, and I get it. But you know, I have to point out what the president said about governors reopening churches. How does it make sense that you can say we're going to let a restaurant have 50% capacity? You can have, if it's a big restaurant, that could be, 100 people. But in a house of worship, even in a parking lot, you're limited to 10 people. The president addressed this over the weekend, over the Memorial Day weekend, and I think it's very important to hear what he had to say.
The governors need to do the right thing and allow these very important, essential places of faith to open right now for this weekend. If they don't do it, I will override the governors. In America, we need more prayer, not less.
You ever heard a president fighting for the right to worship the way he does? You ever heard a president fight for synagogues and churches and mosques and houses of worship the way he does? Ever? While the media is busy trying to take him apart piece by piece, he keeps delivering messages to the American people. And I get it. About getting into fights and picking fights and pushing back. It's something that is something. It's really something to behold. Listen to the president talking over Memorial Day. Here is the president at Fort McHenry in Baltimore.
For as long as our flag flies in the sky above, the names of these fallen warriors will be woven into its threads. For as long as we have citizens willing to follow their example, to carry on their burden, to continue their legacy, then America's cause will never fail and American freedom will never, ever die. Today we honor the heroes we have lost. We pray for the loved ones they left behind. And with God as our witness, we solemnly vow to protect, preserve, and cherish this land they gave their last breath to defend, and to defend so proudly. Thank you, God bless our military. God bless the memory of the fallen. God bless our Gold Star families. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
But wait a minute. He's not a leader. He's unhinged. He doesn't know what he's doing. Wait a minute. What did he say about the American flag?
I stand before you at this noble fortress of American liberty to pay tribute to the immortal souls who fought and died to keep us free. Earlier today, the First Lady and I laid a wreath in their sacred honor at Arlington National Cemetery. Now we come together to salute the flag they gave their lives to so boldly and brilliantly defend. And we pledge in their cherished memories that this majestic flag will proudly fly forever.
What about the national anthem? Let's see what he said about that. This guy who is such a terrible president and is so disconnected. Let's listen to what he said about the national anthem.
Every time we sing our anthem, every time its rousing chorus swells our hearts with pride, we renew the eternal bonds of loyalty to our fallen heroes. We think of the soldiers who spend their final heroic moments on distant battlefields to keep us safe at home. We remember the young Americans who never got the chance to grow old, but whose legacy will outlive us all. In every generation, these intrepid souls kissed goodbye to their families and loved ones. They took flight in planes, set sail in ships, and marched into battle with our flag, fighting for our country, defending our people.
If that doesn't make you swell with pride, I don't know what would. I get that you hate, that there are people that hate him, Orange Man bad. 1 week after he announces that he was taking hydroxychloroquine, the World Health Organization, which has been defunded by President Trump in the United States, suddenly announced very dramatically they're suspending the clinical trials of hydroxychloroquine. Now, what a coincidence, huh? Just a week after all the controversy about the president taking it as a preventative. The president is a cheerleader for this country, and he has been cheerleading throughout, and he's been optimistic in a way that is so important. I want you to hear that degree of optimism from the commander-in-chief.
Together, we will vanquish the virus, and America will rise from this crisis to new and even greater heights. As our brave warriors have shown us from the nation's earliest days, in America, we are the captains of our own fate.
We are the captains of our own fate, and we will rise from this crisis. We are.